I've always been a big fan of Gogeta Blue in Dragon Ball FighterZ, but do you want to know why I never took the time to master him? It's because of this. The light attack being 2 hits somehow breaks something in my brain and the entire character has just always felt uncomfortable for me. Am I the only one who feels this? It's so weird. But he's always been a character that I love watching in this game. It's so damn cool and you guys enjoy him a lot too. He was one of the most voted characters by you in our previous videos. And it's actually one of the few characters that got a nerf in this patch. But I wouldn't say the overall character got nerfed because the buffs that he got more than make up for that one nerf. Gogeta's got some new sauce, some better tools for mix-up and team synergy, and overall he's feeling better than ever before. Now, despite the patch notes being kinda long for Gogeta, most of these don't make a big impact on the character. We're gonna focus on the changes that actually matter, whilst keeping the changes that feel like quality of life features. This is the new Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Gogeta's standing light moves him further than before. And while this looks like a simple quality of life change, it does give Gogeta the re-jump he was only able to do in the corner anywhere on stage. So if you've got good confirms, this is some bonus damage anywhere on screen. His crouching light also reaches further, but it's also faster now, meaning Gogeta finally has a fast low attack. It is 9 frames, so not as fast as other lows in the game, but still, given how he can just put an overhead anywhere on a block string, and you always gotta look out for that command grab too, suddenly his mix is a lot scarier thanks to how much faster that low attack is. Next, his crouching special or jump down special, aka the Gallic Gun, is the only ability that got a small nerf, but it got a buff as well. First of all, the air version is now faster, so for this type of same side mix-up that Vegito is very well known for, he can do it better now. And both the ground and air versions have adjusted knockback on hit, which means that if you're close enough to the ground, you can always confirm this into a super dash. This gives you new combo extensions mid-screen, similar to how you could already super dash in the corner after this move. So now you will see Gogeta extending his vanish combos, for instance, a lot longer. But this change did come at a price, and that is reduced block stun. While previously you could do this move into super dash without the opponent being able to hit you with a down heavy, now there's a big enough gap for the opponent to do so. And since super dash is your confirm on this mix-up, it becomes a risk that you have to be willing to take. Gogeta's jumping down heavy, the dive kick, has also received a considerable buff. Probably the flashiest buff of them all. The dive kick now causes a ground bounce when it knocks down, and this gives Gogeta a bunch of new flashy routes. You've got this re-jump that builds slightly more meter, for instance, but if you're going for damage, his old corner combo is still better. For the most part, what this buff does is give Gogeta an extra combo extension right at the end if he wants to finish his combo with supers. This is how you'll see the dive kick being used more often in real matches. That said, since he can dive kick into the Rekka as well, I think that gives Gogeta a lot more freedom when picking up his team, because it just became a lot easier to extend combos on the ground. Those are the main things that the dive kick will be used for since this buff, but the amount of tech that came out of this buff is kind of insane. You've got new sparking loops for sauce, you've got new touch of death combos that came out of this, and I think the tech is just getting started. But for now, think of this new dive kick as something that makes it easier for you to extend combos with assists, and something to put at the end of combos for that little bit extra damage when you're going for the kill. Moving on to his specials. The Rekka got a small buff that is absolutely huge for Gogeta players. The heavy version or heavy follow-ups now guarantee a sliding knockdown at the end of combos. So at the end of a big combo, it is now easier for Gogeta to throw his level 3 super, which was a bit tricky in the past. Not a huge change for the game overall, but very significant for Gogeta mains. His DP also gives him a sliding knockdown with a heavy version, but only the grounded one. Basically, if you want a little bit more damage after you do a grounded Dragon Rush at the end of the combo, you throw the heavy DP, it gives you a guaranteed sliding knockdown, which is also easier to confirm into super. But the biggest buff to this move has been done through system mechanics, because in any combo, you can tag in a new character by finishing the combo with the DP, and you've got enough time to do whatever you want. If you want to finish the combo normally, you can do it. If you want to do a Dragon Rush, you can also do it. You've got plenty of time. This is one of those abilities that's gonna allow Gogeta to safely tag out while dealing a bit more damage to the opponent. Similarly, his command grab also got buffed through system changes. The move itself is exactly the same as before, but since you can now tag in characters from any special move, you can confirm into a new character for free. And if you don't land on the ground after that raw tag, you even get a free knockdown. However, since the new character comes in so close to the ground, it might be a good idea to have someone that you can re-jump with, and has a knockdown ability to finish the combo well. And to wrap up his special moves, his after images also got a small change. The position of that Gogeta that shoots the Gallic Gun has been adjusted. With certain assists that push back a lot, you may be able to get an ambiguous mix-up. So if you were running a Gogeta team already, make sure this adjusted position didn't screw with your previous setups. Small change, but it might affect your team. Finally, let's talk about his assists. His A assist was always my favorite, and now it's faster. About as fast as base Goku's assist or Blue Goku's Divekick. And I do like that they're making those more similar in terms of timing because it makes it easier to change team without having to spend a lot of time adjusting to new assist timings. B assist on hit is now easier to confirm as the opponent stays in the air for longer, and C assist is also faster, but to me, none of that changes my opinion on the A assist being the absolute best in most situations. That wall bounce, the amount of screen it covers, it is a fantastic assist, easy choice for my Gogeta. After playing the new Blue Gogeta, he actually didn't feel as different as I expected. He's better for sure, but it still feels very familiar. I think the changes to Gogeta are really gonna please Gogeta mains, but I don't think they're significant enough for anyone else to pick him up if they didn't vibe with the character before. The patch that made him really good wasn't this one, it was the previous patch. That said, his mix-up got buffed, he now fits into more teams, so if this was a character that you tried to have on your team but just didn't synergize well, give it another shot. He'll probably work just fine now. And that's the new Blue Gogeta. Who would you like to see next? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you've already voted before, hey, just keep repeating the same character until it finally happens. And as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you next time. Bye!